Hello, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Katina, and I'm going to share with you a Primal Flow class. So this class is a mix of yoga and animal flow. This is Oliver. He's coming to say hello, of course. Along with being a yoga teacher, I'm also an animal flow instructor. So this is merging these two types of movement together into one flow. I really hope you enjoy it. It's one of my favorite ways of teaching. If you need a break, take a break. Of course, rest is always available. If not, enjoy. If you like this, hit like and share. We're going to start in hero pose, sitting on your heels if this is accessible to you. If not, you're welcome to be in a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in through your nose. You can bring your eyes closed. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose again. And exhale through your mouth. One more time like that. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Bring your hands together and interlace your fingers and start to make some circles in one direction. Nice and slow, not in a hurry. All right, go to the other direction. Now, keeping your hands flat, go ahead and move them back and forth. Don't show me the palms of your hands. Keep the palms facing down. And here's Mr. Peach to join us. Hey, pup. Now make some big waves in one direction. And try going the other direction. Now we're going to bring our hands down to the mat, coming to a tabletop position. Now that we're here, start to gently rock forward and back. You can tuck your toes under so you're getting a little calf stretch too. And bring it side to side. Take some circles in one direction. And the other direction. Bring your right hand and turn it to the side so that your fingertips are facing you and gently rock back and forth. Still just warming up our wrists. And go side to side. Make some circles. Other direction. Turn it back around, left hand, circle it out, fingertips facing you. Gently rock back and forth. It's okay if your palm comes up like that. Do what you're able to do. Don't push past any, don't push into any discomfort. It shouldn't feel painful. And now go side to side. Make some circles in one direction. And the other direction. And turn that hand back around. So I'm going to introduce you to our first position, which is known as Beast. For this, you want your knees to be shoulder width apart. You want your feet to be directly behind your knees, your toes tucked under. From there, to get the right positioning with your arms, bring your elbow down to your knee, your hands directly in front of that, and lift up. So your knees in this position should be underneath your belly button and not back. So here, go ahead and do some scapular lift and lower, just with your shoulder blades, lifting up and down. Find your midpoint here. And then I want you to take your back like you're doing a cat-cow, but try to isolate the middle part of your spine. Here, your thoracic spine. Find your midpoint there. And now try to move just your lumbar spine, so just your butt like you're twerking. Give it a little twerk. And find your midpoint here. And the goal in your beast position with your spinal alignment is to have a straight line from the bottom of your tailbone to the top of your head. Now that we're in this position, you're really going to drive into the ground. Use your hasta bandha, like we say in yoga, to grip the ground. Maybe your fingertips even bend in a little bit. So you tuck your toes right here. We're going to lift up, bringing your knees less than an inch off the ground. You are in beast position. We're going to do some activations. So go ahead, lift up your left foot just a tiny bit and put it down. Right foot just a tiny bit. Put it down. Right hand just a tiny bit. Put it down. Left hand. Put it down and rest. All right, we've done our single limb lifts. We're going to go into our contralateral limb lifts. So lift back up to your beast position. Lock in, really corkscrew your arms into the ground. Now lift up your right hand and left foot at the same time and keep your core and whole body stable. Set it down, left hand, right foot. Set it down and rest. Great, good job. So I'm gonna instruct you on how to do an under switch now, which is gonna be the first animal flow move you're gonna learn in this class. So from your beast position, go ahead and set beast. If we want to perform a right leg under switch, we will pick up our right leg, our left hand, hugging it into the body, pivoting on the ball of the left foot. This leg stays parallel, the shin stays parallel to the ground. Arm is nice and strong. You're gonna pivot until you come the whole way around and then dropping at the same time, your hand and your foot. Now that we're in crab position, go ahead and arch your back, sticking your butt out. Again, eyes to the rising sun, chest is lifted. We're gonna under switch back. So if we perform once again a right leg under switch, you would pick up your right leg, your left hand, come to the ball of your left foot, pivot on the ball of that foot, and then return to beast. Take a break. We're gonna do that again on the left side now that you know how to do it. If you need to pause the video, go back and watch that again. Feel free to do that. All right, set beast, left leg under switch. Left leg, right hand come up, pivot on the ball of the right foot. Left leg comes under the body, landing in crab. Left leg under switch brings you back to beast. Go ahead and take a break. So now I'm gonna introduce you to your second position that we're gonna use throughout this practice today, which is a loaded beast. So to get to a loaded beast, from beast, the first thing you're doing is sitting back on your heels. And now that you're sitting back on your heels, bring your knees wide towards the ground and walk your hands out, bringing your head towards the ground. So if this position is challenging for you at any time, feel free to just hold it like a child's pose with your toes tucked. So you can have your knees down and your arms forward. And this is also acceptable and this works, okay? All right, now that we've learned our loaded beast, I'm gonna show you a move that we could do out of that called a wave on load. We're gonna start with a grounded regressed version of it, a spinal wave. So having your knees down with your toes tucked like you're doing the child's pose and your arms forward, bringing your forehead towards the ground, not touching. Go ahead and lift yourself up, pull yourself towards your arms, keeping your arms nice and straight, or towards your hands, I'm sorry. And once you come to this position where your shoulders are past your wrists, lift your toes up off the ground. Keep those arms straight, really pushing the ground away. Start to lower your back, one vertebrae at a time. Here at the bottom, lift your head, chin goes to the ceiling, eyes lifted. You're gonna return, the first thing you're gonna do is tuck your chin, and then you're gonna round your back, pressing up the top of your back and sitting back down. Here, let's go through 2 more of those in your own time. Shift forward, hips lower, chin comes up, return, tuck your chin, round your back. Coming back up, one more time, shift forward, hips come down, head comes up, return to loaded beast, chin tucks, body rounds, come back down. So now we're gonna do the progress version of that, the wave unload, where we lift our knees up and we come into a position that's kind of like downward dog, but unlike in downward dog, our heels are not in the ground. So, or not on the ground. So we'll hit that upside down V position, but resist the urge, yogis, to push your heels to the ground. You want your heels to stay up. All right, so come to your beast, set your loaded beast, sit back on your heels, walk your hands forward. So wave unload, first thing we do, straighten the legs. This is that position I was talking about. You're in that upside down V. From here, you're gonna come to your toes, round through your back, shift forward. The second your shoulders get past your wrist, start to drop your spine, starting at your lower back. In this position, then start to untuck your chin, looking up, really pushing through the ground. Return to loaded beast, tuck your chin, rounding up one vertebrae at a time, starting at your top of your back till you're in that V position. Once you're here, bend your knees, coming back to loaded beast. Take a rest. If you need to pause the video and watch that again, do it again. If not, we're gonna do 2 more of those. So, set loaded beast, wave unload. Return to loaded beast. Wave unload. Return to loaded beast. Did I say 2 more? I meant 3 more. We're gonna do 1 more. Set loaded beast. Go ahead, wave unload, straighten your legs, come to the tips of your toes, shift forward, shoulders past the wrists, hips drop down, arms stay nice and straight, looking up at the ceiling, return to loaded beast, tuck your chin, round your back, coming up that downward upside down V, and lower down, and rest. Great job. All right, so we've got a flow that we're gonna do that's gonna be a series that has both the animal flow moves and yoga moves in it that are more familiar to you. We are going to start this position in that child's pose or in loaded beast, whichever one feels more comfortable to you. If you're in the child's pose position, I request that you do keep your toes tucked under so that you're able to move up from this into the downward dog position. All right, set loaded beast. From here, we're gonna do a right knee, inhale, coming up to downward dog, one-legged dog, right knee comes to the left wrist. Exhale, circle it around, a little bend in that left toe. So doing a scorpion reach here. Knee to the ceiling, heel to the butt. Arms are straight, eyes are looking at that foot. On your exhale, bring this knee back around, return to loaded beast. Knee goes back to the left wrist. Slide that shin parallel to the ground, back to loaded beast. 2 more times on that side. Inhale, lifting up, drag your right knee to the left wrist. Exhale, shift it up, arms straight, you're in that upside down V. Knee to the ceiling, toes are pointed. Exhale, return, knee comes back around, circles back around to the wrist, return to loaded beast. Last time, inhale, knee to the wrist. Exhale, knee circles around. And this time we're gonna flip for a wild thing. So coming to the fingertips on the right hand, start reaching with this right foot over to the left side of you. And reach, expand your hip, and take a seat. You're gonna be a little bit off your mat here, and that's totally fine. So your right knee is bent, your left leg is long. We're gonna take a seated twist. Right arm comes behind you. Left hand is hugging this leg towards you. Maybe it comes to the other side. Personal preference. Take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, we're gonna do a roll through to a fallen triangle. So take your left hand, bring it to the mat behind you, fingertips facing away from you. And make sure that this foot is nice and stable, your right foot's nice and stable. Take your right arm out to the side, look up at it. You're gonna throw your right arm over, coming to this 3-legged dog, And then bring your right leg under your body, depending on the strength of your right arm. Kick the right leg through, fallen triangle. Eyes go up. Looking at that hand, nice strong side plank here. All right, we're gonna return to a three-legged dog. So bring your left hand down, right leg up. Bend your knee, bring it down to the ground. Come to your downward dog. First real downward dog of the practice. Pedal out your feet. And from here, we're gonna do a part of a wave on load. Kind of looks like a cobra roll. So from here, from your downward dog, shift forward, come to your toes, push your shoulders, thighs drop down. Last thing that happens, your chin comes up. Return to loaded beast. Time for side two. All right, left leg, scorpion reach. So left knee comes to the right wrist. Inhale, left knee to the ceiling. Make sure your arms are straight, push the ground away. Exhale, left knee to the right wrist. Inhale, back to loaded beast. Exhale, left knee to the right wrist. Go again. Left knee to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to the right wrist. Back to loaded beast. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last time. Left knee to the right wrist. Exhale, open up. And then drop that leg over, going for wild things. So come to your left fingers, nice strong shoulders here, reaching with your left foot. And taking that dancer's bridge. Hello, Oliver. And take a seat here too. Twist on the other side. So right leg is long, left leg is bent. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand either grabs this leg or comes here for the bind. Whichever feels good. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, look behind you. All right, coming for that roll through. So right hand comes around, left arm comes out to the side. Look at it, go ahead, throw yourself over, three-legged dog. Whew. And from here, that foot comes down, downward dog. Pedal out your dog. Perform one more wave on load. So go ahead, come forward, shift your hips forward, drop your hips, arms stay straight, looking up at the ceiling, return to loaded beast. This time just return to child's pose, where we'll take a little rest. So bring your knees wide for this child pose, your feet together. Go ahead and reach your arms out long, forehead comes to the mat. Take a few deep breaths in. And walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, really reaching with your left arm. Your right arm can be bent. Can turn your head to the right. Now walk your hands over to the left, really reaching with your right arm. Left arm can be bent, turning your head to the left. Staying here for a few rounds of breath. And bring your hands back to center, coming up to tabletop position here. We're gonna take a supported side plank. So extend your left leg out long, kickstand your right foot to the side, right hand stays down, left arm reaches up and over. Your gaze can follow your left hand if that feels good. Inhale to gate pose, left arm down the left leg, right arm up overhead, reaching to the left. Cartwheel your right arm down, come back to tabletop. Same thing on the other side. So right leg goes long, left leg comes around, right arm comes up and over, really reaching with the right arm. Inhale, gate pose, right arm down the right leg, left arm up. then on your next exhale, return first to your tabletop, and then we're coming back to our loaded beast. All right, set loaded beast. Let me situate myself because we're going to be moving forward. Make sure you're at the very back of your mat for this one and that you have nothing in front of you. It'll make sense in a minute. So set beast, set loaded beast. All right. So we're going to do a right leg front step. First thing you're going to do is you're going to shift forward, bring your right leg with you, pulling your right knee close to the outside of your right elbow, and then stepping your right foot off of your mat. You want to give yourself ample room here. So in a traditional lizard pose, go ahead and set your knee down. In a traditional lizard pose, you'd be very close here. But in this front step, you want your right foot very far out. The reason for that, go ahead and lift your leg back up, is we're now going to perform a step through. So make sure you have a good strong grip with your left arm. You're going to pick up this left leg and kick it through straight forward. Take a seat right here. A few points to notice here. This left leg is straight forward. Your right hand is coming in, tucked to your chest. This arm should be nice and strong. So when you're lifted, it's here. Something else you could do if this doesn't work for you is that you could slide this left leg through. Don't feel like you have to stay lifted. The ground is always there for you. All right, return to loaded beast. We're gonna do that again. Right leg front step. Right arm comes up, through. Chest is lifted. All right, we're gonna return left foot back and now Skandasana to the back. Left leg bends, right leg comes straight. Shift back to that front step. So left hand comes down, right arm comes up, elbow back, through. Breathe. Step the left leg back, Skandasana to the back. Inhale here. One more time. Exhale, step through. Return to Skandasana. Last time. Oh, I already said that. Front step through, and this time return to loaded beast. All right, take a breath, take a break if you need it. Same thing, other side. Set loaded beast. Left leg front step, so left foot comes forward, right hand stays down, right leg is long, right elbow is back, through, kick that right leg through, straight in front of you. Return your right leg to the back, Skandasana to the back. All right, return to left leg front step, through, Skandasana to the back, bending into your right knee. 3 more times, back to your left leg front step, through, return to Skandasana. Last time, left leg front step, through, return to Skandasana. All right, left leg front step, through, and return to loaded beast. Bring your knees down, take a child's pose, and rest. Walk your hands forward, bring your knees forward. Coming back to your tabletop. And then coming to your beast. So you want to inch your hands in a little closer to you, tuck your toes. We learned that under switch earlier. So we're going to perform a series of under switches. So left leg under switch, left leg, right hand come up. Under switch, you're in crab. So it's going to take a few more under switches to get back on the mat. From here, perform a right leg under switch, right leg, left hand, under switch. Left leg under switch, left leg, right hand, under switch. Right leg, left hand, under switch. Left leg, under switch. Brings you back to crab. Go ahead and take a seat. I've got one more move that we're gonna go through. But first I would like for us to take a reverse table, just so we can feel the difference between these two movements, compare and contrast. So in yoga, we love our reverse table. Your feet are about shoulder distance apart, the outer edge of your shoulder. Your hands are behind you. Your fingers are facing forward. And the internal rotation of the shoulders here. And from here, lift up. Hips go up, eyes to the sky, don't sink down. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Keep your feet fully flat and rest. All right, now we're gonna perform a crab reach. So you're gonna bring your feet in just a little bit so they're a little bit closer to you. And your hands this time, your fingertips are going to be facing away from you, directly behind your shoulders. Go ahead, lift up to that crab position. We're gonna perform a right arm crab reach. First thing you do is bring your right arm, elbow to the belly button. Second thing you do, bridge your hips. Third thing, stack your shoulders. Eyes follow your right hand. Reach with your right arm over your head down to the ground, looking down at that hand. Fingertips are facing the ground. Return to crab, first with the arm, then with the shoulders, then with the hips, and last with the hands. Same thing, other side, left arm crab reach. Elbow to the belly button, hand to the face. Hips rise, shoulders stack. Reach with that hand, eyes follow the hand, looking down at that hand. Return to crab, first with the hand, then with the hips, and then with the hand. 2 more times each side, right arm crab reach. Return to crab. Left arm crab reach. Return to crab. Last time, right arm crab reach. Return to crab. Left arm crab reach. And return to crab. Go ahead and take a seat, coming down to your back, all the way to your back. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Take a deep breath. Let your knees fall to the right. Bring your arms to a T. You can turn your head to the left if it feels good. More important that your left shoulder is on the ground than your knees. You can have your eyes closed by this point. We're down on the ground. All right, bring your knees over to the left. Let them fall to the left. Bring your gaze to your right, right shoulder to the ground. Take a deep breath in and out. Here comes Oliver. Hey, pup. Your favorite pose, Savasana. Thank you, baby. All right, come back to center. If you want a happy baby, take a happy baby. Get a hold of your feet. Bringing your heels up to the sky. Maybe you straight one leg, then the other. And rock back and forth, whatever feels good. And once you feel well rested, well evened out, go ahead and come into Savasana. Your final resting pose, let your legs come out to the side. Let your arms come out to the side. You can have your palms up or down. Whichever you prefer. Snuggle your shoulders out of your ears. We'll be in Savasana for a few minutes. If a thought comes, let it come, let it go. And keeping your eyes closed, roll to your right side. Of course, you're welcome to stay in Savasana longer if you would like to. Coming to a fetal position, embryo position. And nice and slow, coming up to a comfortable seat, however that looks like for you. If you want to be in your Sukhasana with your legs crossed, or your hero pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale through your mouth. 2 more times. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Share gratitude with yourself for showing up and attempting this practice, for enjoying this practice, for being open to sharing your time with me. I'm grateful for all of you that flow along with me from home. Thank you so much. If you like this, please let me know if you want to see more videos like this, the Primal Flow. I love teaching it. Thank you so much. Have a good night or a good morning, good day, wherever you're at.